All right, welcome back. Oh, and it's a steal. Up, foul, no good.
That's going to go against the Thunderbirds, number 24, Keith is first, and Keith third.
Going to the line is Tristan Collins. First one from the charity stripe goes 14-11. The Warriors lead the Thunderbirds.
Checking in will be number 12, Shockey, back for the Thunderbirds. And for the first time, will be Tesco for the Warriors.
Second one goes 2 for 2 from the line. Gets to the side, 3 ball, no good. Rebound to Hawkins. Coast to coast kicks out, 3, boom! Does Cole puts it down. In a 19-11 lead for the Warriors, 2:34 left to go in the quarter. Drive up, and it's a blocking foul. Count the bucket. And going to the line for one is Keith.
Number 3, Collins is first, and team second. Checking in will be Johnson, Schultz, and Boyer for the Thunderbirds.
Westside's really come out. They've really hit it strong to start this game. 19-11 pending this free throw, but Westside's really came on top. Haven't missed very many shots. Playing good defense overall. Just a great start for the Warriors.
Yeah, it's been a great start. Only seen a couple misses so far. See if they can keep up this shooting percentage through the game. Again, a key win over the Thunderbirds today. Up and in, off the back iron. Thunderbirds kicking inside. Up, short, and going the other way is the Warriors. Up, and a foul on the shot. Cole will be heading to the line for 2.
Number 3, Johnson is first, team 4.
Bill West already has 4 fouls in this quarter. One away from bonus for Westside. The first one falls. 22-14 the score. In the second one, 2 from the line. Cool. Early 9-point lead for the Warriors. With all the momentum right now, near the end of this first quarter. 3 ball by Bell West. Off the back iron. Rattles around. Rebounded by the Thunderbirds, but it looks like he stepped out of bounds. Warrior basketball. Westside trying to look for the open man. Can he find it? Kicks. 3 ball. Boom! Down it goes to Collins. And extending the lead to 12. No good on the other end, but an offensive rebound for the T-Birds. Mid-range J. Off the back iron. Nothing falling. And the Warriors moving it up the floor quickly. Drive is Cole, up, foul, no. 48 seconds left to go. Cole heading back to the line. for his second set of free throws, with a chance to extend the lead to 14. First one goes. 3 for 3 from the charity stripe already. Second one falls too. Bo West just trying to look for some points, and they lose the ball. Covered on the drive, up. Foul, count the bucket. And Bo West finally gets some points back. Foul on Cole, bucket counts, and an and one opportunity for the T-Birds.
Checking in for the Thunderbirds, number 14, Richards. Shooting is number 3, Johnson.
It's been a tale of two opposite teams. Westside is almost yet to miss a shot. Probably missed only 2 or 3 shots all game. Versus Bell West, it kind of is like if they have a lid on the hoop right now. But for the way shots are falling for the T-Birds, they're still managing to hang in this game really well.
Oh, and a steal by the Thunderbirds. Taking down the floor quickly. Pull up 3. Bang. Down it goes for the T-Birds. On the drive, stolen and stolen again. Up. And clock. No basket. Clock run out. And after one, Westside, 28 points on the board, a high offensive game, 28-20 the score at the end of the first quarter. And we will be back here on WTV Live after this quick break. Start the second quarter here in just a moment. Westside up 28-20, and it's just been a big offensive first quarter. Westside almost perfect on the shot attempts, especially from 3. They've been hitting their mark there. But Bell West keeps on finding an answer, keeping this deficit within single digits, only down by 8. As we are set for the second quarter in a big offensive game for both teams. As the T-Birds get the ball to start the quarter. And an early drive, up, no good. Rebound to Christensen, and on the other side of the court they go. We run this quick, high-tempo offense throughout all levels of Westside basketball, and a missed layup there by the Warriors. Coast to coast, up, no good. Both teams playing high-octane offense. And a steal. 2-on-1, up and in. Both teams just look and go down, get a quick bucket, back on the defense. And looks like we have a foul on Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds, number 30. Schultz is second. And team first.
Foul on Schultz, his second of the game.
Number 22, James for the Thunderbirds.
But West always trying to get some pressure on this Westside offense. It's going to get any chance they can to get a quick poke at or a quick steal and a travel and a lost shoe for Christensen. Quick offense for Bell West. Inside, up. No shot on the floor. It's a push. It's going to be on Goodick.
Well, charge the Warriors, number 10, Yannick is first. And team first. Back into the game, number 32, Will Preston. For the Warriors.
West looking to get it under the hoop. Kicks it out towards 3. Quick movement, 3 ball. Bank shot doesn't go. Rebound for the Thunderbirds. Up. Oh, and a nice reverse for James. And this just cut to 4.
Poor start for the Warriors to begin this second quarter. They've yet to put in a basket. And in transition, they're going to bring it down to a 2-point game.
Wow. This might be about a 10. This has been a 12-0 run for the T-Birds, starting from the first quarter. On the drive, up, and it's blocked. Rebound, foul. Another foul on the T-Birds.
Second. And in for the Warriors, number 21, Des Cole. And for the Thunderbirds, number 24, Caprice Keith.
Westside needs something, and a block on the inbound, and out of bounds on Westside. It Bell West a chance to take the lead here after being down 28-14. Wow. Bell West looking to drive. Up. No good. Rebound goes to the Warriors. The big key here in the second quarter for the T-Birds, offensive rebounds. They've been getting a lot of second chance points from offensive rebounds, and they've been contributed. They have definitely benefited. Up, and the first points of the quarter.
It's a pretty shot by Jack Hawkins, just getting up above the defender, and they answer right back.
First points on the board for Westside and immediately answered. 3 ball, no good. Second chance, up, no. T-Birds get the board. And Warriors immediately steal back. Up and goes. Big steal by the Warriors to get a 4-point lead. Tipped and stolen again. They're going really high tempo, and that goes.
That's what we saw in the first half that was working so well for the Warriors. They're getting out in transition, getting easy buckets. And they're starting to get back to that.
From what I've seen, these two offenses are exactly alike. Just get quick buckets, get back down the floor as quick as possible, and if a miss, get in transition, get the easy layup, or kick out for the 3. Nice drive, tip back up, no good. Rebound and in transition, the T-Birds. Kick out, 3 ball, contention, no good. Quick up the floor. Oh, and a Euro step, puts it up and in.
Pretty move there by Evan Gerles, just kind of putting the ball over the defender's head, slowing down, easy up and in off the glass.
It was a pretty bucket. Timeout for the Thunderbirds. And after the lead was nearly cut to 2, Westside has extended this lead back up to 8, and they need as many points as they possibly can to keep these Thunderbirds out of contention for a sneaky comeback. 3:43 left to go here in the second quarter. About 40 seconds here in this timeout.
That last 2 or 3 minutes for the Warriors has really been exactly what they did at the beginning of the game, which let them grow that lead up to 12, and they kind of got away from that early in that second quarter, and that's why the lead was cut from 12 to 2. But then the Warriors were able to get back to what was working so well for them. Their lead is going back to 8.
Just depends on how well they can use that offense, how well they can use it to their capabilities, and get some easy transition buckets or kick it out for a shooter to get some buckets from beyond the arc, and then just stop Bell West from doing the exact same thing that they're doing, getting down the floor as quick as possible, stop the easy layups, and try to contest the open threes as much as you can. It's going to be Bell West ball off the inbound. 3:43 till halftime. Once again, Bell West is looking to drive. They take the mid-range floater, no good. And a defensive rebound by the Warriors. That's how Bell West has been able to get back in this game. These big offensive boards. Up, under, no good. 2 misses, and
that was all Tristan Collins right there. He got his own board, wasn't able to go up with it, but he finally drew the foul.
Good job by Collins to keep this possession alive. Checking in for Thunderbirds is Kaden Mitchell. Try to block this inbound pass. They get it over, and another foul on the Thunderbirds, their 4th. They've already
a lot of silly fouls for the Bell West team right now. Just a lot of tic-tac reach-in fouls there's no need for. That one was just kind of getting up too close. Just no need for those fouls.
Tipped out of bounds. Gonna stay with the Warriors. They're just trying to get their hands in there, poke the ball free, get a steal and easy transition bucket, and they just do that. They steal the ball on the drive. Up and a block.
It was great defense by Desmond Cole, just reaching over the defender, getting all ball, making no contact with the shooter whatsoever.
Keith had a nice steal and a drive, but a better defense by Tez Cole. Warriors looking to drive again. That's what they'll do. Up, no good. And rebound. 3 ball. Boom! Down it goes. It's Dada on the 3. Extends the lead back into double digits for the Warriors, 39-28 after a 2-point deficit. Westside on a 12-2 run right now. Collins on the drive, up, and it goes!
This JV team for the Warriors looks like an exact replica of the varsity team. They push the pace, they play good post defense, and they only take the threes when they need them, but when they shoot them at a high percentage.
Yeah.
And that's exactly why the JV team is looking so good right now.
Put back for the T-Birds by Mitchell. Just under 2 minutes left to go in the quarter. Oh, and a nice steal by Keith. On the drive, up! Oh, and he think he might have tried to go in for the dunk. Fouled on the jump. It's going to be Cole on the foul, his 2nd of the game. And Keith is going to go to the line, shoot 2, see if he can get back, see if he can cut the deficit into single digits. First one no good off the back iron.
Check in for the Warriors will be number 10, and number 12, again.
Second one for Keith. In and out. Moving it down the floor quickly is Westside. Nice backdoor put by Gadick. And it goes!
It's a great pass by Dada. Just a freshman, already on the JV squad. He's got a bright future.
Yeah, he does. And on the other end, a foul. Gedek is second.
13 foul. To the line we go with Caprice.
Another foul on Westside. They've been committing most of them past couple of minutes. A couple of silly ones on some shots, and Keith back to the line. Try to avenge his 0 for 2 line trip last time. He makes the first. Cuts the lead down to 12.
Thunderbirds number 22, Christian James.
Second one goes 2 for 2 from the line for Keith.
Back in the game for the Thunderbirds, number 3, Bryce Jackson.
What?
Oh! Trip on the floor by Bill Wessler. 3 ball by Dada. Boom! 3 ball. Dada is second in a matter of probably about 30 seconds. The lead sent it back up to 14. The freshman making an impact already. Layup goes. Easy one right off the iron. Right off the backboard. Up, and the response goes. 46 seconds left to go. 14-point lead, 48-34. Bell West looking to make something happen. On the drive, up and good. This is what Bell West has been doing so well. Just get the ball, drive. If they can't get anything, kick it out, repeat. And they've been getting some easy buckets off of that. Same thing with Westside. They missed the layup there. On the drive, up and good. 10 seconds left to go here. Let's see if they can get a shot up. Bosch dribble, 5 seconds left to go. Pull up from deep, and no good. After the second quarter, 48-38, a 10-point lead for the Warriors. And we will be back with more action of the third quarter. We should be back in about 10 minutes, and we will see you then. everybody. Welcome back to WTV Live Broadcast. We are bringing you JV Boys Basketball as we get ready to start the second half. Westside leading 48-38 over the Bellevue West Thunderbirds.
First half was nothing but the Westside Warriors. They did everything perfect except for the beginning of that second quarter. They struggled a little bit. They got back to what was working for them. They're getting in the paint, getting in transition. They're playing great transition defense and no buckets in the paint. They were just all over anybody that stepped a foot in that paint, playing great defense, walling up, not committing fouls. A little bit of foul trouble for some of these teams. A lot of silly reach-in fouls out on the perimeter by both teams. So maybe something to keep an eye on coming down the road. Foul trouble for both teams.
Westside will get the ball to start the second half. 16 minutes more to go in this game. Bell West trying to make this 10-point deficit into a lead. And we're off for the second half. Starting early with some physical play down low. Looks like Westside sticking with the same plan that they had in the first half. As the layup goes for Collins. Just get the ball on the perimeter, drive, nothing there, kick out, repeat, just. Oh, and a near steal by Collins. Out of bounds, it's going to be staying with Thunderbirds. On the drive. Oh, and it's steal. Collins up and good. Gerlich's on the 2-point bucket. No good on the kick out and a travel. Turnover by Westside. Bell West basketball down by 14. Already a minute into the second half. Bell West doing about the same thing Westside's doing. Get the ball on the perimeter, drive, kick out, three, no good, and foul. It's going to be on Hawkins. And the first foul of the second half. Some Bell West players are in foul trouble. Looks like 9 or 10. Foul, count the bucket. And then already 2 fouls in the span of 5 seconds for Westside.
And the foul goes against the Warriors. Number 5,
Gerlich's it's his second, and the second team foul already for the Warriors. And one free throw goes.
Back in the game for the Thunderbirds, number 24, Caprice.
Big end one play to start the half for the T-Birds. As this should be a big offensive game. Up and a block by Keith. And an immediate steal. Stolen back. And stolen again. No, out of bounds. It's been the story all game. Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Two teams with the same set of offensive ideals clashed together, and it's been a big mix of offensive supremacy. Whoever can get the more buckets wins, basically. Oh, a steal and another steal. Kick out to Dada. Drives in, puts up the fadeaway. No good off the back. On the drive up, on the floor, it's going to be called. Already the third foul on the Warriors. 5:38 still left to go in the third quarter. Hawkins his second of the half and second foul. Cole's going to be checking in. He's been putting in some good work down low and on defense as well. Has a couple steals, a couple blocks, and has just been playing all around great defense as he gets the steal right there with some help from Jordan Hawkins. Pull up, no, it's a pass. Down low and stolen by Keith. In transition go the Thunderbirds. And great defense by Cole there. Another steal. Transition for Westside. Up by Dada, no good, and he gets his own board. 3-ball by Cole. Boom! Down it goes. He can do it inside. He can do it from beyond the arc. He can do it everywhere. Back on the drive, and another steal by Westside. Back in transition again. Up, foul, count the bucket. And a quick 5 points from the Warriors. Extend this lead to 14, pending the free throw. Wow.
And team first into the game for the Warriors, number 4, Cole Preston's in the timeout on the court.
Timeout T-Birds before the free throw. Never mind, it's a 16-point lead for the Warriors. Minute on this timeout. And we are going to be going to break here on WTV Live. And we will be back in a minute for more third quarter action. Back on WTV Live. Westside, an and one free throw chance. Get themselves a big lead here in the middle of the third quarter. Free throw goes for Garzaluk. 17-point lead. And I've just been dominating the third quarter so far.
Back in for the Warriors, number 32, Will Preston.
T-Birds need some shots to fall. Need to get inside, get the layups to have a shot at coming back from the 17-point deficit that the Warriors have put them in. And another foul on the Warriors. They're fourth of the quarter so far. One more in the Bell West T-Birds will be in the bonus. It's going to be on Collins, his second of the game. And it's going to be an inbound pass for the Thunderbirds. And looks like it's still going to be T-Bird basketball on the out-of-bounds play. Westside denying the paint. Going back in, up off the back iron. Battle down low, and it's a jump ball. Yes, it is. But it was fast ball.
Back in, number 30, Carson Schultz for the Thunderbirds.
Westside playing some very handsy defense. And a turnover by T-Bird. Westside could extend this to a 20-point lead with a 3. And a steal back on the drive. In transition, up foul. Christensen's going to be on the, never mind, that's going to be Tristan Collins on the line for 2. Going to be on the line for 2 shots. CJ Shockey, his second foul of the game.
At the line for the Warriors, number 3, Collins.
Could bring this to a 19-point lead. Still a lot of time left to go. 3:50 in the third quarter. First one falls. McGill checking in for the Warriors. Coming out is Tez Cole. Second shot, no good. Rebound to the T-Bird. I think if they can't get a basket in the next couple of minutes, they're going to need to go into speed mode here. Get down the floor, get as many buckets as possible. Collins kicks, 3-ball. No good. Rebound. Up. No. Rebound again. And that falls. It's Will Preston. 2 big offensive rebounds for the Warriors. And stepped out of bounds. All the momentum towards the Warriors. Checking in is Dada. 61-41. 20-point lead. And it's just been all Westside. It's 13-3 run. Start the third quarter. Dada making an immediate impact on the drive. Up, in and out. Back in transition are the Thunderbirds. Keith inside. Up and good for the Thunderbirds.
And the left work for Schultz.
Schultz on the previous layup. In is Will Preston. Doing some work, gets it up and in.
Preston, no touch off the glass.
Nice defense by McGill. It's Dobell West basketball. Westside been pretty keen on these fouls for these past 3 minutes. Haven't committed any after committing 4 in a row.
Checking in for the Thunderbirds, number 22, Tristan James.
James checking in for the Thunderbirds. Up, no good. Rebound goes to Preston. Big man on the floor, has a couple of inches over everybody, both in height and in wingspan. Back on the drive, Dada, 3-ball, boom! Big 3 by London Dada, trying to put the final dagger within the T-Birds. Steal, Preston, kicks out. McGill back on the drive. And off the leg of McGill. And a turnover on the Warriors. 23-point lead. And correction, it's going to be Westside basketball off of the out-of-bounds play. No turnover by McGill. And Dada will throw it out. And stolen by the T-Birds back in transition. Scholes looking to drive, he does, up and good. Looking for the foul there, does not get it. 1 minute left to go in the third quarter. On the drive, fouled on the floor.
Thunderbirds starts shoot number 3. Johnson hits second. And team third back in for the Warriors.
Johnson on the foul, his second game. Westside trying to see if they can get maybe a 3 to fall here. Oh, and it's stolen. Bill West has been almost stealing a bunch of these passes, but in transition, a double dribble on James. Westside gets the ball back. 49 seconds left to go. As Westside leads at 66-45, looking to add on. Preston trying to power in. Get a mid-range J. Tipped and blocked. Oh. It's going to be a foul, good day. And that will put Bell West into the bonus, and they will go to the line for 2 shots. Silly foul by Westside.
Shooting for the Thunderbirds, Johnson.
Johnson on for the 2 free throws. First one off the back iron, no good. Bo was just looking for an answer. 66 for Westside. A big offensive performance from them so far. Bell West has just been Westside, they've been doing the same thing, but Westside has just been doing it better and more efficiently. Second one goes, though. Lead back to 20. With under 30 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. $13 left to go. And looks like Westside's going to hold it till for the final shot. 3 seconds on the drive, up and good, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. A big 2 points there at the end of the quarter. 68-46, end of 3, and we will be back after a quick break here on the WTV Live Network. Back on WTV Live Network for fourth quarter action. Westside up 22 on the Bell West Thunderbirds, looking to close it out, and I don't think they really need much to. Westside will start with possession. Bell West going to bring the pressure early. And for them to try to come back, they need a lot of steals and a lot of quick buckets, but most importantly, defense. Oh, and a foul. Does Cole. We have an inbound play for the Warriors. Hawkins going to throw it in. Westside right now don't need to put up any big three shots. No good by Hawkins. Rebounded and put back by Des Cole. 3 ball. And off. It went above the hoop and back down. The shot counts. The 3 goes. And a good answer by Bell West, but answered back by Westside, a mid-range J for the Warriors, holding a 20-point lead. And foul. No basket. It's going to be on the floor against the Warriors. Hawkins, his third. Johnson checking in for the Thunderbirds. Three ball blocked by Preston. McGill up, and McGill goes. 74-49. This is on a drive, up, foul, late call on a push by McGill. Going to the line will be Murillo for 2. And any one of these last shots could be the dagger. Up 25 points. And no good on the first free throw. Caprice Keith checking in for the Warriors, or for the Thunderbirds, I'm sorry. Second one falls.
1-2 for the Thunderbirds. Mara.
Warriors going to probably take a lot of time off this clock to kind of put her around the perimeter. When they get their chance, they're going to drive, put one up, put it in, put the finishing touches on this miraculous game, this great game they've put up. It's in a roll around and in.
Down we go. Lucky good for the Warriors.
Tip stolen by Hawkins. Back on the drive. Cool. Hawkins. Mooney.
Good work for Hawkins. Out for 2.
Westside still playing suffocating defense. 3 ball. In and out. Rebound for McGill. Hawkins up, no good. Oh, tipped and stolen. Hawkins keeps it in the play, misses the layup, and out of bounds. New set checking in for the Warriors.
In for the Thunderbirds, number 4, Mitchell, also checking in. For the Warriors, number 3, Collins, number 4, Christensen. Number 10, Jack, and number 11, Dada. Come out of the court, Thunderbirds.
Thunderbirds call a timeout. 5 minutes left, 5:03 left to play in this game. And we will be on a quick break here on WTV Live with the final 5 minutes coming after. And we are back on WTV Live for the final 5 minutes of fourth quarter. Westside leads at 78-50 and have outscored Bell West by 18 points in this second half. West just looking for something to fall, and it's not going to be that. Rebound to Collins. Tried to get it to Dada, but too long for him. Out of bounds, going for the T-Birds. On the drive, up and block, no. Foul. It's gonna be on Gedek. It's gonna be Gedek's fourth. Heading to the line is Keith for 2 shots. First shot falls for Keith. No good on the second shot. Rebound for Christensen and the Warriors. Nice pass. Stolen. Coast to coast, no good. Keith with the board and Keith with the bucket. Collins picks it up quickly, slows the tempo down. He's gonna try to look for the open man here. Kick on the drive, kick out. And it's gonna be Thunderbird basketball, no tip. Checking in for the first time tonight is going to be Luke Richards. Richards immediately going up, no good. Rebound to the Warriors. And Dada doesn't pull up. 3 ball, no good. This by Christensen. And Bell West quick in transition. 3 ball, Murillo goes, bang. Marraro gets an easy transition 3, the lead. Up, oh, a nice layup by Collins. He's had a lot of great layups today. And an 80-pointer for Westside. Three ball. No good. Too short. Rebound. Hopkins goes quick. Dada. No. And rebound. Gedek puts it up. In and out. Putback is good. Staying with the play is Gedek. 2:22 left to go. And an overall Westside domination. They've just been, except for that first 5 minutes in the second quarter, they've been on point today. They've been hitting their shots. They've been all over. They've been driving. It's been great. The 3 goes for Bell West. Morrow gets it to fall. It's just travel. Collins with a foul. Won't get it. Checking in for the Warriors is Cole. Checking in for the Warriors is Cole and McGill.
Correction, that's Cole, number 21, checking in.
Foul and count the bucket. Bill West just trying to cut this deficit down, make it look not as bad, but they've been playing pretty great. Those shots not falling in the first half and especially in the third quarter hurt them in this game. But overall, they played great offense, great defense. Haven't allowed the open three much, but Westside shots have just been falling. Cole's gonna go to the line for 2. First shot goes.
Into the Warriors, number 5, Evan Gervitz.
Second one goes too.
And doubling up for the Warriors.
Nice layup there by Johnson. Bringing up the floor quickly is Collins, fouled by Johnson.
Johnson now picking up his third.
Third foul on him. 1:19 left to go. A lob pass. Catch. Christensen looking for an angle. Collins, step back 3. No good. Rebound to Bell West on the drive. He's going to play perimeter. Now on the drive, Johnson. Up, no good. Rebound to McGill, and now in transition go the Warriors. McGill trying to take it himself, stolen and a foul. 5th on Westside, so 2 shots for the Warriors. Go second. And just under a minute left to go.
Morrow at the line for the Thunderbirds.
2 shots for Morrow.
Shoot 2.
And the first one goes. And the second one goes too. Westside just gonna keep it on the perimeter. Let this clock run out. Oh, McGill on the drive. Kick out. Christensen. Pump fake, no shot. It's under 25 seconds left to go. Westside draining the clock. And Bell West, no defense. Oh, never mind. Steal. Up and good. Final 2 seconds. And that's game. First game of this doubleheader. Westside. The JV team gets the dub. 84-67. A lot of great offense. And this is what they've been doing throughout the Westside program. High octane offense. Get the ball. Get it out. And in transition, get easy buckets. Kick out towards the 3, and just been doing that. Bell West did that too, but Westside did it better, hit all their shots, and overall we're just the better team today. First game of the doubleheader over, and a big upcoming matchup coming up next. The number 3 Westside Warriors taking on the number 2 ranked Bellevue West Thunderbirds in a rematch of last year's overtime thriller. And we will be back for that game after this.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Omaha Westside High School. 'Tis the season for Nebraska high school basketball, and boy, did we get a good one to end off the school semester. Number 3 Westside takes on number 2 Bellevue West. They both come in at 5-1. Westside dropped a game on Tuesday to Lincoln Southeast. Bellevue West has only lost to the number 1 team, Millard North. Aiden, this is going to be a great game.
Yeah, this is going to be a really fun game. I mean, you look at both of these teams, they're both very good. They both like to push the pace. They're both at pretty good three-point shooting teams. And I think the thing you need to look at is both of these teams are looking for redemption, especially Westside. They just lost to Lincoln Southeast again for the second year in a row. And they're looking to come back strong. And they haven't beaten Bellevue West in a while. The last time these two teams played, Bellevue West, it was a rout. It was like 74-40 something, and it was a blowout.
You can see on your screen now, last 3 matchups, Bellevue West has taken them. We saw them last year in the Metro Holiday Tournament, Westside lost. We saw them in the state tournament, and that might have been one of the best games I've ever seen by a team. Bellevue West, Josiah Doetzler, who's now at Creighton. They put on an undefeated season last year. There was no chance for Westside in that game. But Bellevue West's closest game last year was versus Westside. It went to overtime. Westside had a very good chance to win. A couple of unfortunate breaks late in that game led to a Bellevue West win. But that just proves this Westside team can hang with them. And the big difference between last year and this year, Westside has kept most of their starters. All they lose is Tyson Oddbody. Versus Bellevue West, they lose Josiah Doetzler. They lose a bunch of other big pieces on that offensive and defensive end. And that just proves that Westside can hang with them this year.
Yeah, Westside returns most of their starters, other than I think Tate Oddbody and Kevin Brown. And for Bellevue West, they lose Josiah Doetzler, which was probably the best player in Class A. As you said, he went to Creighton. He's an amazing player. But a new star steps up for Bellevue West, Jaden Jackson, the guard. He is one of the highest. He's top 20 in scoring in Class A. He's an unbelievable player, and you're going to see him a lot today. He has really stepped into that Josiah Doetzler role. Maybe not entirely, but he's at least filled it to some circumstance.
It is hard to fill a Josiah Doetzler such role, almost nearly impossible. He's just such a great player. But if we take a look at earlier in this week, Westside played Lincoln Southeast, and we were getting ready for this game, Aiden. I was talking about Westside's going to come into this game 6-0, and before you know it, Westside drops a game to Lincoln Southeast earlier this week on Tuesday. It was a close game if you look at the final score, 58-51, but in reality it was Lincoln Southeast all the way. Westside got down big after the first quarter, and they just couldn't come back.
Yeah, it was. I think it was 27-12 at the end of the first quarter, something like that. They got down big. They actually came back for a little bit, and they led a little bit in the third quarter, but then Lincoln Southeast was able to pull away again in the fourth quarter. It was just an unfortunate loss for Westside, but if you're Westside, you can't be thinking about that in this game, because if you're thinking about that in this game, you're going to be in trouble. You need to think about what's at hand right now, and that's Bellevue West. Bellevue West is one of the best teams in the state. You have to be on your A game if you want to win this one.
I mentioned earlier, both of these teams are 5-1. Both of these teams are 5-1. Bellevue West's only loss is to Millard North, top 10 team, number 1 team in the state. But in reality, they haven't gotten a lot of games played here in Nebraska. They went and traveled to Kansas City this past week, played 2 games down in Kansas City in a tournament, one versus a Minnesota school, one versus a Missouri school, and they actually played really good. They nearly doubled the score of a academy school from Missouri down there, and then they played a really, really close game earlier last week versus another Minnesota school. Was actually a state champion up in Minnesota, so that was a great team up there. So Bellevue West is still getting in the flow of Nebraska basketball. Big difference, those tournaments, 20-minute halves versus 8-minute quarters here down in Nebraska. So Bellevue West just getting back into the flow of things in Nebraska.
Yeah, and it's really impressive what they did in Kansas City. I mean, they played two really good teams. They won both of their games. That's super impressive, especially when you have to travel 3 hours to go to Kansas City. But, you know, you said it, the 20-minute halves is a lot different from 8-minute quarters because it really messes with some of your substitutions and the amount of rest that some of your players are going to get. So, I mean, it really does help Bellevue West here. They're going to be better conditioned than playing 20-minute halves. But it's going to be really interesting to see some of these matchups. Both of these teams match up pretty decently, I'd say, in the guard positions. But when you look down low, I mean, you have Tyson on body, who's around 6'6", 6'7". But for Bellevue West, Robbie Garcia is one of the best players in Class A, and I think it's going to be a mismatch. I think that Garcia is going to get the better of Tyson on body, and I think he might put up a big game.
It's going to be a big part of tonight's game plan for Jim Simons. You got to pay attention down low. Maybe see a couple of traps, a double team down low on Garcia. But Westside started this season off really good against a couple of top 10 teams. Gretna earlier this year, a couple of other teams. They won those games, obviously. They're 5-1. That only game versus Lincoln Southeast kind of disappointing. But Lincoln Southeast isn't a bad team. They're ranked 8 or 9 at the beginning of the year. A lot of close games versus top teams in the state. So ultimately they dropped out of the top 10. But they'll probably be coming back now that they beat Westside, depending on what happens this weekend. But this is a huge game for both of these teams. You know, we're heading into the Metro Holiday Tournament next week. It's a big game. You want the momentum. School is over. You're focusing on basketball now. It's a big must-win game for almost both of these teams.
Yeah, I mean, you said it right. I mean, must-win in a way. When you look at wild card, if you don't win your district, then it's really important for wild card because if both of these teams lose, the winner of this game probably gets in. And that's really huge when it comes to playoffs. So this is a big game. I know a lot of people would say, well, they'll probably both win their districts anyway. But that doesn't always happen. It doesn't always happen like that. So that's why it's super, super important.
It's a big game here at Omaha Westside. And you can tell by just looking around. I see Mike Sauter, Herd at Sports, photographers all around this gym. The crowd is starting to get bigger. Everyone realizes how important this game is. Aiden, you mentioned the wild card points. Bellevue West is 10th. But you got to think about it. They've only played 4 or 5 games here in Nebraska, so they haven't been able to rack up those wild card points. They had an early loss to the number 1 team in the state, Millard North. But like you said, both of these teams obviously probably going to host a district at their respective schools. But say for some reason a team gets upset and they're no longer getting the automatic bid through districts, one of these teams is going to be, say they both lose, whoever wins this game very well might be the team that's going to state if that were to happen.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge. You really talked about it as well as you can. I mean, it's a big game. It's a big game no matter no matter if it's in the beginning of the season. It's a huge game.
We're going to take a quick break here with a couple of minutes until starting lineups. When we come back, we'll have starting lineups in the beginning of the game.
Jaden Jackson. At forward, 6'4" senior number 20, Jaden Jackson. And at forward, a 6'6" junior number 32, Robbie Garcia. The Thunderbirds are coached by head coach Steve Vaughn Jr., assisted by Zach Bush, Matt Lauritsen, Matt Henry, Michael Jenkins, Greg Pepper, and Brendan Esselberg. And now here's the starting lineup for your Westside Warriors. Starting out at 6'3" senior, number 1, Ricky Lofton. At guard, a 6' senior, number 2, Caleb Penning. At forward, a 6'4" senior, number 3, Kevin Stubblefield. At another guard, a 6'1" senior, number 4, C.J. Mitchell. And a man in the middle, 6'7" junior, number 33, Tyson Utley. Warriors coach for the head coach Jim Thomas, assisted by Derek Porter, Mitch Elbert, Nick Peace, Jason Sanderson, downtown Carl Brown, Mason Summer, and Rich Berkshire with one eye. The officials for tonight's contest are Scott Curtis, Scott Abels, and Moncho Wilson. These officials for today's contest are individuals are members and members of the NSA in their experience and integrity, qualified to administer the rules of the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for Westside basketball. Number 2, Bellevue West. Number 3, Westside. We're going to get a good one here tonight. Hopefully a repeat of what last year, or this year's Gretna game, maybe even a repeat of last year's Bell West game that went into overtime. We're really lucky to have this one tonight. Bellevue West wins the tip, and we're off here at Omaha Westside. Starters out on the floor, looking down low to start the game possibly. Garcia not on the block, but into the paint, swung out wide. There's Jensen, into the paint to Garcia, and there he is for the layup. Garcia is going to be all over this game. He's got a mismatch down in the paint. Look out for him. Westside's first possession. We'll start with Lofton, ring around the rosy. It's down to the elbow for Benning. Benning looking to get into the paint. Up off the glass and good. Caleb Benning ties it up at 2. Right back the other direction. Can't get it up, but three-pointer by Pulisic. No good. Rebound. Up and in. Eldon Turner. Gotta crash the boards tonight, Aiden. They got the height advantage. You have to box out.
Yeah, this is one of the biggest problems we've seen from Westside is offensive rebounds. They have not been good on rebounding so far this year.
There's Lofton in the post, and he's blocked. Pushing it back the other way is Turner. Kick out, deep three, in and out. Stubblefield will push it across half court into the paint. Kick out, odd body. No good. Warriors start 0 for 2 from 3. And we're turning into a track meet early. 6:30. Deep three. No good. Deep three by Jaden Jackson. Aggressive early as the T-Birds. Floater from C.J. Mitchell is good. Westside doing good things when they get in the paint. Three on the other end. No good. Bellevue West with three-pointers early. None of them have fallen. Into the paint, C.J. Mitchell. Foul will be on the floor.
Yeah, Bellevue West has got to kind of calm down a little bit. They have chucked up, I think, 4 threes now. They haven't made a single one. They had a really good start with Garcia down low. They need to go back to that.
C.J. Mitchell comes around the screen, looking to get in the paint. Spin move. Almost got it stolen. Lofton going into the paint. Driving head first. Puts the shoulder down. Ricky Lofton with some physical play to begin this game. On the perimeter now, that's Turner. Swing pass, Jensen. Looking, finds Polacek into the paint. Up and good, Stephen Polacek. Westside and the T-Birds both doing great things when they're getting the ball in the paint. Stubblefield finds Lofton at the elbow. There's Stubblefield for three. Hits back rim, no good. Fighting for the board is Oddbody, unable to corral it. Pulisic comes down with it. Into the paint, finds Garcia, and he's going to be fouled. Kevin Stubblefield doesn't like that.
So far, Bellevue West has done a great job on back cuts with Garcia and Turner. They haven't been able to make threes, but they've been able to get these easy layups that have gone down, and Garcia just gets fouled there.
First free throw from Garcia hits back rim, no good. And we'll get subs coming into the game. Isaiah McMorris just signed to Nebraska football the other day, and Jacob Arope just signed to South Dakota to play football the other day. Yeah. So a couple of football players checking in for the Bellevue West T-Birds now.
Yeah, and both of them are really good. Arope's averaging around 7 rebounds a game, and McMorris is averaging around 7 points a game. So two really good kind of six-man players for Bellevue West.
No subs yet for the Westside Warriors. Still the starters. There's Oddbody. Finds Lofton. Back to C.J. Mitchell. He'll start the engine. Mitchell into the paint. Off the glass. It's good! C.J. Mitchell and one. They take the lead 8-7.
And it's just a nice drive by C.J. Mitchell. That's what Westside does best. They drive the ball, and they're good at making contact shots, and that was a great job from C.J. Mitchell. But what I will say, Westside's got to make their free throws. The last time we saw Westside play here in our arena, it was against Gretna, and they did not do a great job shooting free throws. They probably could have won that game by a lot more if they made their free throws. So these free throws are really big.
C.J. Mitchell looks to convert the old-fashioned three-point play from the charity strike. His free throw, no good. Free throw struggles continue for the Warriors. There's McMorris on the end around. Garcia now in the corner. He's got Stubblefield on him. Stubblefield switches on now. Into the paint. McMorris once again with the ball. Mismatch with Oddbody. They find Garcia down low. And that's a complete mismatch. Mouse in the house. Garcia on C.J. Mitchell is not going to work.
It's just too easy. It's really just an amazing play from Bellevue West to get the switch, and it's just an easy layup.
Stubblefield's three. Off the rim, no good. Arope comes down with the board. T-Birds push it down across half court. There's Turner. Arope chases the ball down. He's got Oddbody way out on him. Jaden Jackson will start it up for the T-Birds. Can't find anybody. He needs help. He finds Garcia at the elbow. The pull-up, Jay, no good. Oddbody comes down with the board. And it's stolen. Poor pass by Oddbody, tipped out of bounds. Off C.J. Mitchell, the referee says. The possession stays with the T-Birds.
Yeah, if you're Oddbody there, you have to get that ball to an outlet. He's not a dribbler. He's a big man. You've got to get it to a guard, and he just is unable to, and that's an easy steal for Bellevue West.
There's some smart coaching there. Oddbody comes out of the game. Garcia comes out of the game. So now the big man is Kevin Stubblefield in a rope. There's a rope spin move. Tipped out. Caleb Benning sends it back. 24 on the shot clock. Finds a rope. Pull up. It's good. Jacob Arope pull up. Jay is good. C.J. Mitchell pushes it across the timeline. Maddox Anderson just now into the game for the Warriors. There's Stubblefield on a rope. Benning's three. It's good. Caleb Benning knocks down the first three of the game for both teams and ties it up at 11. Into the paint of Rope. He's got the size advantage, and that hook shot's no good. Westside will look to push the pace, and that's going to be a blocking foul on Jacob Arope. Kevin Stubblefield has to take advantage of that matchup when Arope is in the game. He's got a clear speed advantage, and that is exactly why Arope is coming out of the game and Garcia is going back in.
Yeah, Garcia, it's kind of a good change. Garcia is definitely a better matchup for Stubblefield. He's faster.
And now you got to look at the other way. What's the mismatch? Garcia against Stubblefield. Stubblefield is clear disadvantage in size and probably strength. Now they're going to look to feed Garcia back on the offensive end more than likely. Mitchell dribble around. Gets into the paint. Kick out Anderson. Down to the block. There's Stubblefield. He's got the size advantage. Help comes. Kick out Healy. Into the paint. Benning top of the key three. No good. Looking for the true start. Stubblefield comes down with the board. He's going to take it in off the glass and good. Kevin Stubblefield picking off where he left off against Gretna last week. Into the paint, spin move, pretty move. Isaiah McMorris, the Husker football commit, gets on the board. And there's a spin move by CJ Mitchell off the backboard, no good. 13-13, 2:15 here at Westside. And that's going to be tipped out of bounds. Last touch by the Warriors. Jaden Jackson checks in the game. Garcia checks out. Now the Westside Warriors have a clear height advantage. Healy and Oddbody out there. Got to take advantage of that when they get back on the offensive end. Into the paint. Pull-up floater. It's good. Good pull-up by Steven Pulisic. Lofton, Anderson in the corner now. Pump fake, pull-up three. Wanted a foul, he doesn't get it. Pushing the pace, the T-Birds into the corner. Pump fake gets Benning in the air. Help defense comes, it's blocked by Anderson. He pushes it across the timeline. Slows it down, waits for help. Anderson, floater, pull-up, no good. Rebound to the T-Birds, up two. Turning into track meet, deep three by Jackson. No good, rebound Healy. Caleb Benning slows it down.
Yeah, this is good from Benning. They need to slow this game down. This has just turned into a complete, one team goes down, shoots a shot, another team goes down, shoots a shot. You can't do that the whole game. It's good from Benning to slow it down.
Anderson in the corner, pump fake doesn't shoot. Oddbody back to Anderson. 15 on the shot clock. Bellevue West students getting loud back on that side of the court. Under 10 to shoot now, and that's stolen. It's going to be a free layup for Jaden Jackson, and he dunks it. Jaden Jackson extends the lead to 4 on the dunk. Under a minute here to play now in the first quarter. 50 seconds and counting. Benning with the ball. He'll start up the engine for the Warriors. Oddbody, Healy in the corner now. Dribble out, finds Anderson. Back to Benning in the corner. Benning into the post. Pull up off the glass and good. Caleb Benning with his second and one of the game, and he closes the lead to 2.
Big time shot. Benning's made a couple of big shots so far. He's been great defensively too. Caleb Benning has really showed up today so far, and he's been playing great.
That's big. Steven Polacek picks up his second foul already, 4th team foul, but Polacek in foul trouble early. He's one of those starters, so he'll have to take a breath going into the end of the first quarter.
Yeah, he's one of their best three-point shooters too. He's shooting 50% from three, so if they lose him early, that's going to be huge for Bellevue West.
Benning checks out of the game after he converts his three-point play from the free throw line. Lead down to 1. 40 seconds under now in the first quarter. About a 5-second differential on the shot clock. 28 seconds, 33 in the game. Healy now. Over to Fern. Finds Garcia down in the corner. Oddbody now, baseline drive. And a lot of contact underneath. Oddbody gets called for the foul. Garcia's going to go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, Garcia's done a great job so far of just using his kind of size advantage over. I know they're around the same height, but he's a lot bigger, he's a lot stronger, and he's done a great job of just getting down low and putting buckets in.
That first free throw rims in for Garcia. Stubblefield's going to check into the game. Tyson Oddbody will take a breath on the bench. Lead is 2 for the T-Birds. 22.1 remaining here in the first quarter. T-Birds up now 2 after that missed free throw. Lofton will dribble it up for the Warriors. 15 seconds now in the quarter. CJ Mitchell, top of the key at the volleyball line. He needs to go under 10 seconds in the quarter. He's dribbling, gets 2 feet in the paint, kick out Healy, deep 3. Off the rim, no good. Into the corner, and that's going to be end of the quarter, no shot. T-Birds up 18-16 after 1.
Yeah, and it's been a good first quarter. You know, both of these teams have been very cold from 3. I think we've only seen one made 3 by Caleb Benning. And, you know, I like what Westside's done defensively. They've done a good job of really closing down Jaden Jackson. He only has 2 points, which is amazing. But I think the thing Westside needs to work on is they're going to have to figure out a way to stop Robbie Garcia in a rope down low, because Bellevue West has a clear size advantage, and we've seen that. Garcia he's been down low a couple of times now, and it's just been easy layups for him. And for Westside, I mean, I think what they need to do offensively is really keep driving the ball. The threes haven't been falling for them, but when they've driven the ball, they've gotten a lot of and ones, and they've done a great job down low.
Didn't really matter who was in the game defensively for the Warriors, whether it was Stubblefield underneath or Oddbody. Garcia pretty much had his way, kind of like we expected going into this game. But Coach Jim Simons in the huddle has got to figure out a way to shut down Garcia in this game. Otherwise, he's just going to rack up the points and almost put this out of reach for the Warriors. So Coach Simons has to draw something up in the huddle. Maybe that's a double team or flash the double. He has to find a way to get Garcia uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean, there's multiple ways you can do it. There's a lot of D. You can run a zone. Westside won't run a zone. You know, there's box and ones, but he's a big man. You can't run a box and one. So I wouldn't be surprised if they double him, but I don't expect them to do that. I think they're just going to keep playing one-on-one man.
Second quarter underway. C.J. Mitchell lofted on the elbow. Stubblefield on the block now. Turnaround kick out to Lofton. 20 on the shot clock. Into the paint. Lofton push off. Jump up for the rebound. It comes down to the T-Birds. Quick up the court. There's Polacek. 2 fouls for Polacek. He's got to be careful. He has the ball. He's got Oddbody on him. Quickness advantage, and that's tapped out of bounds by Lofton. 19 to shoot for the T-Birds.
Plenty of time. 19 is plenty of time. They can get a good shot up here. We'll see if they can't get it down low again.
To get the ball in bounds, there's Turner. He'll start it up for the T-Birds. There's Garcia, the top of the key, not in the block this time. Dribbling around, there's Jensen. Gets a screen from Garcia, and there's Garcia in the paint. And that time he's blocked. But they get a foul on Tyson Oddbody. I don't know, Aiden, that was a close call. Maybe a hand on the back. But nevertheless, that's Tyson Oddbody's second foul.
Yeah, and Westside's getting killed on pick and rolls right now. I mean, I think that's maybe the third time I've seen Robbie Garcia roll off of a pick, and he's been wide open down low. And if you're Westside, you got to figure out a way to really stop that, because it's going to work every time if you don't do something about it.
Perfect offense for the T-Birds on that possession. The pick and roll finds Garcia for 2 easy free throws. T-Birds up 4 with 7 minutes left in the half. C.J. Mitchell at the logo. Stubblefield now, Garcia on him. Almost lost it. C.J. Mitchell once again top of the key, back to Stubblefield now. Lofton. Benning almost loses it in the corner. There's Oddbody. C.J. Mitchell looks to get going. 5 on the shot clock. Kick out Benning. He's got to get it up. Pull up. Bad angle. Air ball. And T-Birds push it into the paint. Easy layup for Jackson. And timeout, Coach Jim Simons. Westside down 6. Not a great start to this second quarter for the Westside Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Westside. Bellevue West has done a great job defensively. I mean, they came out in this. I mean, first quarter they had trouble in the paint, but I mean, right there, that was a beautiful defensive set from Bellevue West. They just manned up one-on-one, and they shut down everything. I mean, there was nothing there. Caleb Benning airballed a shot long, and that was their shot on that possession. It was not a good shot. And it was just a great job by Bellevue West. And then getting into transition quickly, putting an easy layup in. It's just really good basketball. And you look at, this is Bellevue West's biggest lead. So I think this is a good timeout from Jim Simons, because you look at Bellevue West, they can take a big lead very quickly. So you've got to get a bucket here if you're Westside.
Westside was able to get in the paint, draw a couple of and ones in that first quarter, but Bellevue West has cut off any drives here in the second quarter. Benning had 2 early and ones, but nothing since. Air ball on the last possession. C.J. Mitchell, kick out Oddbody in the corner. His 3 rims out. Westside still down 6. Pushing it into the paint. Kick out Garcia. And looking to draw the foul, unable to get it. There's an air ball. Good defense there, doesn't draw the contact. Floater from Mitchell. He'll draw the foul. Ball doesn't go in. but that's exactly what Westside has to do. They got to get in the paint, draw those fouls.
Yeah, and I think what Westside did great there is they got in transition quickly. I think that's been one of the biggest problems is they haven't had any transition points, which is really their bread and butter. So right there, C.J. Mitchell he gets the ball and he goes quick, and I really like that from him.
C.J. Mitchell's free throw is good. Cuts the lead down to 5 with 5:52 here in the half. Garcia will check out of the game, so will Polacek. And a rope is into the game. This is where Westside's got to go down to the glass when they have a chance. Oddvadi has the clear speed advantage on rope, so maybe get Oddvadi on an ISO, get a layup for Oddvadi. That free throw from Mitchell is good. Lead is down to 4. Big possession here for both teams. Oddvadi gets switched on. A rope has the mismatch down low. No foul call there. Westside gets an opportunity in transition. Lofton, Euro step, reverse. Pretty move, Ricky Lofton. Fancy reverse layup, and the lead's down to 2. Into the paint, layup, sits on the back rim, no good. Benning down with the board, chance to tie it or take the lead. Benning into the paint, draws contact, kick out Oddvadi. It's gone! Tyson Oddvadi gets the lead back for the Warriors with his first points of the game. Oddvadi into the paint, and there's going to be a foul call on Tyson Oddvadi. That's his 3rd of the game.
Yeah, and I'm going to be honest, if Tyson Oddvadi fouls out, that is going to be...
They got lucky there. They called the foul on the floor on C.J. Mitchell, so Oddvadi gets bailed out there. They call the foul on C.J. Mitchell, not Tyson Oddvadi, so he only has 2. Big breath of sigh of relief for the Warriors there.
Yeah, if he fouls out, the Warriors are going to be in a lot of trouble with size. They do not have another really tall person other than Carson Healy.
Healy got trailer on the back end. He goes in. Reverse layup. Doesn't fall. Pushing back the other way is the T-Birds. 2-on-2. Kick out. There's Fern. It's good. Kona Fern brings the lead back to 2 for the T-Birds. Mitchell traffic down low, and they're going to draw a foul. Quick pace back and forth. Couple of threes. Shots start falling. Line now, they'll get it into Stubblefield. They find Healy on the block, almost loses it, gets it back to Lofton. Deep 3 from the volleyball line. Oh my God, Ricky Lofton! What a shot from the volleyball line. Ricky Lofton showing off his range, pulling up from the volleyball line, and he says, I'll take the lead right back. No foul there, they're gonna get a flop, so 3-pointer there. Back and forth 3-pointers here at Westside. They're down by 2. C.J. Mitchell gets cut off. Stubblefield from 3. It's good! Kevin Stubblefield! Back-to-back threes. The shots are flying now for the Warriors. That dunk is blocked by Lofton. Doesn't let a rope get in the paint. And the crowd's going to let a rope know he just got blocked by the littler Ricky Lofton. Didn't count, but that was an impressive move by Lofton to get up there with a rope. A rope gets it in. He's on Oddvadi. There's deep 3. It's good. Nobody can miss right now. Everyone is hitting shots.
It's like a complete opposite of the first quarter. Everyone was just ice cold from 3, and now it's heated up a lot.
Down 2 now is the Warriors. C.J. Mitchell, no good.
Yeah, that was the heat check. That one didn't fall.
There's Garcia. He's got betting on him. Garcia and a rope both in the game for the T-Birds. Oddvadi Wall doesn't get the foul. A rope comes down with it. There's a 3. It's good. Bellevue West cannot miss. Eldon Turner on that shot. They're up by 5. Into the paint, CJ Mitchell, coast to coast, it's good. 3 minutes, Westside is down 3. That's his 8th point of the game. Benning gets the steal. Throw up to Mitchell on the other end. He goes up. That's a goaltend. Bucket counts for CJ Mitchell, his 10th point of the game. Westside within 1.
That's a great job by Caleb Benning. He has been probably Westside's best defensive player this whole season. He gets a great steal and then a beautiful pass right over the top to CJ Mitchell, and it's goaltending on Bellevue West. That was an amazing play from Caleb Benning and CJ Mitchell.
You mentioned Caleb Benning's defense. Next time I talk to him, I might have to ask him, how does that translate? I think I heard something him talking with earlier in the year. He said it is harder to play defense in basketball than it is for him at safety in football. So, I mean, he's just the all-around defender, both in football and basketball. Subs into the game for both teams. Far side, there's Mitchell. Pump fake. Doesn't pull up. Westside down 1. Stubblefield into the paint. Travel calls. Kevin Stubblefield with the turnover. 2:24 remaining here in the half. T-Birds by 1. Marching up the court for the T-Birds, Eldon Turner. Pace slows down so everyone can catch their breath. Polacek now at the top of the key. He's got CJ Mitchell on him. Kick out. There's Jensen. His 3 is good. Can the T-Birds miss from range tonight? In this second quarter, they have almost yet to miss. Benning finds Anderson now. Lofton at the elbow. Now Anderson, pull up Jay, deep 2, no good. T-Birds look to grow the lead by more than 4. There's a 3 from Jackson. First miss in a long time for the T-Birds. Stubblefield now into the paint. His bucket off the glass, can't draw the rim, pushing back the other way. Slowing the pace down, Garcia, top of the key. There's Turner. Now Jensen. Into the paint. Back out. Jackson. Into the paint to Garcia. Looks to get something going. And Lofton goes for the ball, but they call a foul with 1:16 remaining.
Yeah, there's been multiple fouls from many Westside defenders trying to cover Garcia. He's just so strong. And he was probably going to do a nice little cutoff move on Lofton there and probably dunk the ball if he didn't foul him. So
Oddbody checks back into the game with his 2 fouls. He's got to be careful. And they're going to get a foul call on CJ Mitchell. The crowd is not like it. Jim Simons is in disbelief.
That's CJ Mitchell's second, too. We might see a lot of foul trouble in this second half, Zach.
CJ Mitchell has a second. And there it is. Student section's going to let the officials know when they don't like a call. Take his whistle chant. But the foul trouble is a real thing. Polacek for the T-Birds has 2. But Oddbody for the Warriors has 2. CJ Mitchell has 2. And they got to be smart. Both of them still in the game. 1:15. You cannot pick up your 3rd foul. Lead grows to 6 now for the T-Birds. They inbound it to Lofton as he crosses the timeline. He's going to push the pace off the glass and good. 1:10 now in the first quarter. Warriors down 3. Kick out Morris for 3. It's good. Isaiah McMorris and the rest of the T-Birds cannot miss from range. Lofton finds Oddbody in the corner. Anderson, Benning now at the logo. Thought about it was Anderson. CJ Mitchell at the volleyball line. Lofton comes and gets it. Mitchell once again to the free throw line. Pull up Jay. Off the backboard, no good. Rebound Garcia. 2-second differential, 34 seconds in the game now. Garcia, that is a travel. Stepped with the wrong foot. Back to the Warriors. 30 seconds in the game. Shot clock is dark. Westside down 7. They got to get a bucket. Coach Jim Simons maybe telling his Warriors he's going to say hold for last shot. So 25 seconds here in the first half. Westside down 7. CJ Mitchell will hold for last shot. There's Benning at the logo now. He's going to start up the engine. 15 seconds now. The Warriors have got to go. It's still Benning holding it at the logo. There's Lofton. Stubblefield. He's got nowhere to go. And that's stolen. 5 seconds in the game. Into the paint. Garcia loses the dribble. He stepped out of bounds with 0.9 seconds. They got to go straight up with it. If you're the Warriors, if you want any chance at maybe a bucket here to end the first half. Inbound to Stubblefield, full court heave, way short. The T-Birds take a 7-point advantage into the locker room. Westside and the Bellevue West Thunderbirds. Eden, did either team miss a three in that half? It seems like they didn't miss.
Yeah, I mean, Bellevue West made a lot of threes. Westside also made a good amount of threes, but they started to kind of cool down. Bellevue West did not cool down at all. You know, from that second quarter, Westside started really good. You know, they went back to where they usually go, which is the transition game. They played a really good transition against Bellevue West, but then Bellevue West kind of adapted, and they kind of said, okay, we're going to play some good transition defense now. They did that, and then they just started hitting a bunch of threes, and it was a really good second quarter.
We're going to have third quarter when we come back on the WTV Live Network. It's halftime. T-Birds up 7. Welcome back to Omaha Westside High School. I'm Zach Kastrick. I'm joined alongside my good friend, Andy Dunlap. The T-Birds took that 7-point lead into the locker room, 42-35. That second quarter was very interesting, Aiden. First quarter, shots were not falling, ice cold from beyond the arc. Second quarter hits, and teams are shooting light out. The T-Birds maybe missed 1 or 2 threes that entire quarter, hence the 7-point lead.
Yeah, Bellevue West did a great job in the second quarter. They fell behind, actually. It was 23-22. Westside was doing a very good job in transition, and Bellevue West actually started to kind of use that to their advantage. They were getting a lot of turnovers, and then they were going in transition, getting a lot of transition threes, and it was really, really impressive from them.
And we saw it go away the first quarter. Garcia was down in the paint kind of manhandling all the Warrior defenders. And in the second quarter, they kind of went away from that, whether that was Jim Simon shutting them down in the paint or just all those threes falling that they just decided to keep shooting.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at the second half, Garcia was playing really a high post role. He was playing kind of by that free throw line, top of the key, and he was setting screens, trying to get his players open because they were hot from three. And so if they can get open threes, you're going to take open threes if you're making them.
Bellevue West will start with the ball up 7 in this half. As the inbound will go to Turner. And we're off here at Omaha Westside High School in the second half. There's Turner. Now Jensen, starters in the game. Garcia on the block. You cannot stop him today. Ryan Garcia, the lead is up to 9. CJ Mitchell gets into the paint, looks to answer. And there's going to be a foul. And the foul is on number 12, Jaden Jackson. So that's his second. We mentioned at the end of the half the foul trouble. Oddvadi with 2. CJ Mitchell with 2. As there's a Hail Mary inbound. Tipped up. And it's going to go down to Bell West. And there's an easy layup on the tip to Jaden Jackson. CJ Mitchell, 2 feet in the paint. Benning now, top of the key. There's Stubblefield. Back to Benning. Right back to Stubblefield. Oddvadi now at the elbow. CJ Mitchell into the paint. Layup is good. He cuts the lead down to 9. Pull up 3. It's good. Can they miss tonight? Jaden Jensen on that 3. Lofton on the block, back out to Stubblefield. Lofton gets it down inside the arc, dribbling down to the block, and he gets blocked by Jensen. Garcia now crosses half court into the paint on Stubblefield. Easy layup for Ryan Garcia, and Coach Simon calls an early timeout in the third quarter. Westside's down 14.
Yeah, Bellevue West they came out in the second half. They looked really good on defense. They're going with man again, but they're really doing a good job of taking away that kind of driving lane. They had one CJ Mitchell layup, but other than that, they've been playing good defense, and they've been nailing threes. I mean, they're just nailing threes, and Garcia's already got 4 points in this third quarter, and Westside has not found any way to stop it. I mean, he had that really nice post up for the first points, and then right there, just in transition, doing a great job. Another thing that Bellevue West has been doing a good job is they're getting back on defense, which is what they need to do. Westside's going to try and push this ball up as quickly as they can to get easy layups. And so when you look at it, Bellevue West has done a good job of getting back and kind of stopping that and forcing them to run their offense.
After that timeout, Jim Simons calls. He's trying to get his troops rallied back together as they fall down by 14 with 6:41 in the third quarter. Westside is walking a thin ice tightrope here. 14-point game. They have the ball. They got to get some buckets. They got to get some stops if they want a chance to come back in this game. A little bit full court press, man to man. Jackson on CJ Mitchell, making his life hard. As Mitchell gets the ball back, finds Benning on the elbow. Stubblefield deep 2. It's good. deep of a two as you can get, Aiden. Foot on the line. Garcia gets it into the paint. A lot of spinning and turning, keeping the pivot foot down as Garcia. The lead's right back to 14.
He's dominating. Robbie Garcia is dominating the paint right now. Westside has absolutely no answer for it, and they're getting destroyed right now.
That pass is deflected, trying to find Oddbody in the paint. Pump fake there, deep three pump fake. Looking for Garcia down in the paint, goes out of bounds. Last touch by Robbie Garcia. Once again, full court press coming for the T-Birds. And now they put in the big lineup. Do the T-Birds. And Garcia check into the game. So a little bit of Twin Towers action going on for the T-Birds. Going to be hard for Westside to keep up into the paint. Benning now at the elbow. Oddbody, top of the key, finds Lofton on the wing. Stubblefield, CJ Mitchell now. Looks to get into the paint. Turnaround. Oddbody, wing three. It's good! Tyson Oddbody cuts the lead down to 11 with his second three-pointer of the game.
That's a huge three. They really needed that.
Into the paint is Jackson. Off the glass and good. Lead back to 13. Westside has no stop for the T-Birds on the defensive end right now. Oddbody finds CJ Mitchell into the corner. He's got Turner on him, getting into the paint, and he's going to get fouled by Turner. 4:54 in the third quarter. T-Birds by 13, 55-42. As CJ Mitchell goes to the line for two.
Got to make these. These are big free throws. I know it's a 13-point game, but these could be huge.
CJ Mitchell's first from the charity strike is no good, off the front of the rim. Right there, this is where you got to make your money for the Warriors at the free throw line. Robbie Garcia checks out of the game, so you got to find a way to score and get some stops with him out of the game. That free throw is good for CJ Mitchell, lead down to 12. Fern across the timeline for the T-Birds. A rope at the elbow. Now at the top of the key. Finds Fern. Dribble around. A rope now just inside the arc. Pushing Oddbody into the block. Reverse layup is good. Jacob Arove with a shifty move to bring the lead back to 14.
That's just too easy. I mean, that's an easy layup. They've got to do something to stop these post players.
Nothing there on the possession so far for the Warriors. Stubblefield picks up his dribble, bending onto the wing. Oddbody's wing corner. Rims in and out. Can't get the threes to fall in this third quarter. McMorris reverse layup is good. Back-to-back reverse layups for the T-Birds. This lead is up to 16.
Yeah, Westside's got to do something different defensively here. I don't know what they're going to try and do, but they have to do something different. They're getting beat on every aspect of this game right now.
Lofton into the paint. His floater is short, but he draws the foul. He's going to go to the charity strike for two. Westside has got to find a stop on the defensive end, especially in the post. Arope and Garcia have just had their way all game down low, and that's why it's a 15-point lead right now. And Garcia checks back into the game. It's another nightmare for the Warriors.
Yeah, and Bellevue West guards have done great too. You just saw McMorris. He had a really nice reverse layup. They've been driving the ball really well, and Westside's had no answer for it. They need to do so. I don't know what they need to do. They need to play a zone or something, but they won't play a zone. They're going to have to really lock in on man defense then.
14-point lead for the T-Birds, and there's the zone.
2-3, yep. There it is.
2-3 zone. Got to find a way to stop in the paint. First time we've seen the zone for the Warriors this season. Garcia in the short post. That three is good. Jaden Jackson, if you can't get into the post, just hit a three, Aiden. everything T-Birds' way. They're up by 17.
Yeah.
CJ Mitchell into the paint, off the glass and good. Lead down to 15. Warriors can't set up. Pump fake from Polacek. Another pump fake. Garcia top of the key into the paint. Goes for the dunk. Gets blocked by Benning. Benning up now into the paint. Off the glass, no good. Rebound Lofton. We're going to get a blocking foul on Cascio Jensen. Will it be on the floor or shooting? Looks like it's going to be a shooting foul. So Caleb Benning going to the charity strike for 2, down by 15.
You can kind of see these Westside players. They look drained. They look really, really tired right now. And I think that's also partially why they went into a zone. And it's a 2-3, so threes are going to, the wing threes are going to be open, but it does help kind of get rid of that paint. But if Bellevue West is going to make threes, then you might have to switch to something more like a 3-2 or a 1-3-1. But I wouldn't do a 1-3-1 because the post has been amazing for Bellevue West. It's going to be interesting to see if
Benning
they
goes
continue
1
that.
for 2 from the line. Westside gets back, and they're in that 2-3 zone. Garcia down on the block. Bellevue West looks to beat out the Westside zone, up by 14. Short corner to Garcia, back out to Turner. In the block, Turner finds Garcia. Mismatch into the paint. Offensive tip back for Jackson. Westside has no stop on the glass or in the paint right now. Lofton at the wing. Foul call there. Wraps over the shoulder. Bellevue West bench does not like that. It's the fifth foul by the Thunderbirds in this half, or this quarter. And we're finally going to get subs now. Carson Healy is going to check into the game for the Warriors. And so will Maddox Anderson.
Yeah, some of these players need subs. They've been playing the whole game. They're exhausted because they've been trying to do transition, and they're just getting exhausted from running up and down the floor. They need these subs big time.
You can see it. Westside giving up on the glass right now. Nobody down to try and get a rebound. Giving the rebound to the T-Birds. 1 for 2 from the line. Goes Oddbody. Lead is 15. Back into the zone. Man-to-man, actually, into the paint. That one's clipped. Garcia looking for the board. Benning comes down with it. Kipped up to Stubblefield, and he can't handle it. That's Westside's MO, get in transition, but that pass is too hot to handle.
Yeah, some of these Westside players kind of seem a little flustered right now. They're down by 15. They're trying to make big plays, and they're just getting a little nervous before they do it.
CJ Mitchell pressing up a little bit on Turner. Turner makes a move down to the paint. Garcia. Benning tips that pass. Anderson, kick up to Benning, and he's going to get the free layup. It rolls off. CJ Mitchell can't get it to go, and all things bad for the Warriors. The three-pointer, it's short. Offensive rebound, Polacek. Benning gets onto the floor doing the dirty work. Ball rolling around. Stubblefield corrals it. Kick up CJ Mitchell, and he's going to go into the paint, and he's blocked. The crowd is livid, Aiden. They do not like that call whatsoever.
Yeah, and I think the problem that a lot of the crowd's having is the consistency with the refs. As you can see in the third quarter, 5 fouls for the Thunderbirds, 0 for Westside, and they are not happy with it because it's not going both ways.
Coach Klein of the T-Birds getting an explanation on that foul call. He's keeping calm, cool, and collected with his team up 15 with only 1:19 in the third quarter remaining. Second free throw shot from CJ Mitchell. That one's good. Leads down to 14. Westside's got to make a move if they want a chance to come back. Benning and Mitchell will get abreast. Snoddy will check into the game, and they're just Westside's beat. Wolf, Snoddy tips it out. pushing the pace. Lofton, Healy, and he tosses it up and he's blocked. And there's a foul going back on the other end on Snooty. Good transition defense from the T-Birds to get the stop and a block there. Turner dribbles around for the T-Birds. Top of the key now. Jackson at the wing. He's got Healy on him. Looking to get into the paint. Finds a rope. A rope has Anderson on him. And we get a foul, a blocking foul before what I thought I saw a travel. Aiden, the fans to my right thought we saw a travel. Anderson looking for an explanation from the ref. I thought maybe we saw a travel before that foul call there. Jim Simon's almost just given up at arguing with the referees. I mean, the biggest issue tonight by both coaches has just been the inconsistency in the officiating. We've seen physical play down low, and then we've seen calls like that where it could have gone either way. So, I mean, 15-point lead, no excuse is the refs. Lead now still 15 after that missed free throw by Rope. 50 seconds in the third quarter. Stubblefield into the paint, and that free throw is up and in. Good layup by Kevin Stubblefield. Lead is 13, 40 seconds now in the third quarter. Fern dribbles it across for the T-Birds. Jackson finds a Rope, top of the key. Cascio Jensen back to Jackson. He's got Snooty on him. Jensen into the paint, stripped by Snooty. Lofton into the paint, 2-on-1. Throws it up, no good. Almost had it there by Lofton, pushing the pace 12 seconds into the third quarter. Off the glass and good. 8 seconds. T-Birds up 15, 5, 4. Stubblefield into the paint, tosses it up. And we're going to get a foul call on that drive. So Stubblefield goes to the line for 2. They're down 15. Can't seem to get it past 15. Coach Klein now points back at the other direction and says, that just happened on the last play. You didn't call it. So Coach Simons, Coach Klein, both upset with the officiating. Coach Klein, his team's up 15, though, so he's got to be looking the way his team is sitting. Lead down to 14. As Kevin Stubblefield hits the first one from the line. So Stubblefield looks to go 2 for 2 from the line. 1 second on the clock after this free throw. The free throw is good. Warriors will press up as that's tipped. Still T-Bird ball. 0.1 on the clock. That's not even enough time to catch and shoot, so they'll toss the ball in. Quarter will be over. T-Birds will go into the fourth quarter with a 13-point lead. Aiden, what can Westside do to get back into this game with 8 minutes left?
Well, it's going to be really difficult, but the first thing is defense. They did go to a zone in the third quarter, but then they went right back to a man, and I actually was fine with that. I mean, Bellevue West, they've been making a lot of threes. If you're in a 2-3, the three-pointer is going to be open. You'd rather give up a layup than a three-pointer. When you look at this, Westside goes back to a man. They've done a good job. They've been really aggressive. They've gotten a lot of transition. But the biggest problem is Westside's missed a lot of layups here. Ricky Lofton missed one. Caleb Benning missed one. They've got to make these transition buckets if they want a chance to win this game.
Westside went zone there 2-3 for a little bit in that third quarter. Wasn't really working. Westside couldn't get any rebounds when they went into that zone. The T-Birds were all over the offensive glass. So Coach Simons rallies his troops with the T-Birds up 13. Westside has to look to make a last-second push with 8 minutes left in the game.
Yeah, and Westside, we saw a little bit of a press. They will probably press a little bit here because they need to get points and get them quick. So we're going to see a press here from Westside.
Starters back into the game for both teams. CJ Mitchell will grab the ball and he'll start it up for the Warriors. Lofton. Now CJ Mitchell once again top of the key. There's Benning. No movement for the Warriors on this possession. 20 to shoot. Odd body on the block. Lofton for three. It's good! Ricky Lofton cuts the lead down to 10. Westside has to make a push right now. Pull a check. He's got CJ Mitchell on him. Into the paint, Jackson. He tosses it up. Off the glass and one. So they go down, they get a three, but then they commit a foul on a layup.
Yeah, I mean, it's been pure domination from Bellevue West in the paint tonight. There's really no other words for it. And
that free throw rims out, lead down to 12, 7:20. Stubblefield into the paint. He's going to go up. He'll put it in. 10-point lead now for the T-Birds. Coach Simon says, let's go. Pull up Jay. No good for Jackson. CJ Mitchell pushed it across the timeline. He dribbles into the corner. Can't get in the paint. He's cut off by Polacek. Baseline drive, reverse layup. Can't get it up and going. Polacek pushes it up for the T-Birds. Pull up three. No good. Garcia into the paint. Lofton gets the board on the ground. Coming back up on Wolf. Up and in. Coach Simons wants the and one. He says press up. 8-point lead. Polacek into the paint. Hand off to Garcia. It's blocked. Deep three by Jackson. No good. Benning with the board. He pushes it into the paint. 2-on-1. He gets blocked, but he's fouled. Hard foul on Caleb Benning by Jackson. And Westside, they're within 8. 2 free throws coming for Caleb Benning. This is a whole new ball game.
Yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. I have no idea what Bellevue West is doing. I do not know why they are going so fast right now. They need to slow down. You are up by 8 points in the fourth quarter. Why are they going so fast and chucking up deep threes? Slow it down, take the shot clock down to a low time, and get a good shot off.
Coach Steve Klein for the Thunderbirds not happy with what his team just did there in the first minute and a half. They let the Westside Warriors get it within 8. Caleb Benning will be at the line. He'll have 2 free throws. Chance to make it a 6-point ball game if he can go 2 for 2 from the charity strike. I mean, this is a whole new ball game, Aiden.
Yeah, I talked about free throws. These are going to be 2 really big free throws, but Westside's missed a lot of free throws too. They could be in this game. It could be a 4, even 2-point game if they've made their free throws. But it's 8. If Caleb Benning can make these, it'll be huge.
Caleb Benning, he just signed his letter of intent to head to Nebraska football. A lot of Husker football players on this court. His free throw, back rim, no good, Aiden. The Achilles heel for the Warriors strikes again. Cannot make a free throw right now. Benning's second free throw. Same spot. 0 for 2, Caleb Benning, and the lead is 8. Westside students trying to get in it as Bellevue West slows it down. Stubblefield goes for the steal, and there's Garcia in the paint. That's what they have to get back to for the T-Birds. Back to a 10-point game. Westside's got to get going into the paint. Kick out, Stubblefield 3, short, no good. Rebound, CJ Mitchell. His layup, can't get it to go, but he's fouled.
Well, that's a good job by CJ Mitchell. He does a great job getting the offensive rebound, but got to make the free throws. That's the most important part here. I mean, got to make the free throws.
Caleb Benning just went 0 for 2 from the line. As CJ Mitchell gets 2 shots. His first one, that one's good. Lead back to single digits as a rope checks back in for the T-Birds. Garcia and a rope in at the same time has been an absolute nightmare for the Warriors tonight. C.J. Mitchell, second free throw. Rolls off the rim, no good. Westside continues the free throw struggles. A rope will dribble it up across half court. They slow it down. There's McMorris, finds Polacek into the paint. His off the layup, can't get the board. And that's last touch by the Warriors. C.J. Mitchell pleading his case to the officials. Westside has had no chance in the paint. Free layups on the inside the paint. Can't get a board. Couple of offensive boards in this quarter already. Garcia now with the ball at the free throw line. He gets into the paint, kick out Jackson. He's got odd body on him. Looking for Garcia, can't find him. Keeps the pivot foot. There's a rope now. He gets the ball pickpocketed by C.J. Mitchell. Garcia 14 to shoot. Into the corner, Jackson baseline drive. Toss back in. Stubblefield, his foot was on the line. 9 seconds to shoot for the T-Birds. Not a lot of time, they gotta get a shot up here.
I like this though. This is what you have to do if you're Bellevue West. Take the shot clock down. Waste time.
Garcia at the free throw line, 5 to shoot. McMorris, he's gonna jack up a 3. Back rim, no good. Lofton pushes it. 5 minutes now. Westside down by 9. Mitchell into the paint. Kick out, odd body 3! No good. They really needed that one to cut the lead down to 6. Jackson gets into the paint. He'll draw a foul on C.J. Mitchell. Shot clock will reset to 35. 4:45 in the game. T-Birds up by 9. They have the ball. No inbound it. Inbound, Garcia catches it. A rope now on the baseline. Can't get it to go. Gets his own board, and he's fouled. He's going to go to the line for 2. Westside just cannot get a board to save their life right now.
Yep, that's really the key to this game right now has been rebounding and free throws. Westside has not made their free throws, and they have not gotten rebounds, and that's really killed them so far.
A rope at the free throw line. His first one. That one's good. Eden, Bellevue West has not missed a free throw all game. They're really, really good at shooting the free throw. Unlike Westside, who's really struggled almost all season to make a shot at the line. A rope second free throw. Lead is 10. And it's up to 11 with that free throw. Caleb Benning got to get going for the Warriors, down by 11. Benning, short corner, odd body in the corner. Up to Stubblefield, looks to get in the paint. Layup's good. Lead to 9. 4:20 here. That's picked off by Lofton. He's going to go the other way into the paint, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. Smart foul from Bellevue West. That was a free layup if he got by.
That was a good foul. That was a very good foul. Again, though, I don't know why you're making that pass if you're Bellevue West. Slow it down. There's 4 minutes left. You don't need to throw a full court pass and get a layup. You can waste time.
Lead is at 9 for the T-Birds. Westside with the ball. 4:13 remaining. Big possession for the Warriors if they want to get back into this game. They get it into Stubblefield. He's going to drive. Kick out Healy. Benning deep 3. Short. Shots not falling for the Warriors right now when they really need them to. There we go, Aiden. They're slowing the ball, looking to get into the paint. There's Jackson. Kick out Garcia. 3. No good. Easy rebound. Kick out Jackson. Fresh 30 on the shot clock now for the T-Birds.
Not a great shot from Garcia, though. You're a big man. You don't take threes that often. I'm not a fan of that shot.
Jackson into the paint. And there's a foul there on Ricky Lofton on the floor. So no free throws for the T-Birds. But they're going to inbound it with another fresh 35 on the shot clock. A lot of seconds ticking off the clock on this possession. Jackson will inbound the ball. He's looking, can't find anybody. Gets it into Polacek. It's Polacek baseline drive. Jackson in the far corner now. Jackson looking into the paint. He dribbles it off. And we're going to get a foul going the other way. The Warriors will get the ball back with 3:23, down by 9.
Number 3, McMorris is second. And 14, foul on the
Westside's got to get going. They're down by 9 with just over 3 minutes remaining. Oddbody now top of the key. Lofton, C.J. Mitchell. C.J. Mitchell loses his balance. He'll reset at 15 to shoot. Lofton's 3! Off the rim, no good. The threes are not falling for the Warriors right now. Coach Klein's going to say run the clock. As McMorris looks to get in the paint, he'll throw it away. Jackson corrals it, and he's double teamed. Timeout. Great timeout call by Coach Klein. It's been a minute since we've seen a point by either team.
Yeah, and Bellevue West needs to slow down. I mean, this is like the third time I'm saying it, but there's 2 minutes and 48 seconds left. You can run 35 seconds down each time, and with how they've been rebounding, it could be even more than that. Bring this down, all the way down to under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. You just keep doing that. Eventually, you're going to get into this kind of stalemate where Westside's going to have to foul. You make your free throws, you win the game. If you keep going how you're going fast, you're going to be sloppy, you're going to turn the ball over. Westside, you're going to give Westside a chance. So if you're Bellevue West, just run the clock out, force them to foul you.
Bellevue West will inbound the ball with 21 on the shot clock. 2:48 remaining in the ball game. They'll inbound it on the far sideline. That's Garcia ready to inbound the ball. They'll get the ball inbounds to a rope, and they'll find Turner to get the offense going. 15 to shoot. Almost lost it there. Garcia now looks to get in the paint. That's a danger zone for the Warriors. Kick out Jackson. Jackson's pull-up free throw line. No good. Garcia with an offensive board. He'll go back up. Blocked by Oddbody. Into the corner. Jackson corrals the board. Bellevue West will reset. Too much time ticking away.
Yeah, that's a big rebound. But if you're Garcia there, you got to throw that ball back out. You don't need to go up with that. You're up by 9 points. Throw that ball back out. Tick another 30 seconds off.
Into the paint, Jackson. He'll go up with it. No good. C.J. Mitchell gets the board. Under 2 minutes to play. C.J. Mitchell into the paint. His floater, no good. Quick shot. No buckets for the Warriors in the last 3 or 4 minutes. Garcia in the far corner. He's got Stubblefield on him. He'll dribble the ball back out. We get a travel call, so Westside gets another chance on the offensive possession. They're still down by 9, 1:34. Westside has had their chances in this game, but just unable to get a bucket. They're 0-4 in the last 3+ minutes.
Yeah, they need. They're probably gonna need a couple threes here. I mean, you can get maybe 2 twos, but they're really gonna need threes if they want a chance to win this.
Stubblefield at the top of the key, looking to get in the paint. Free throw line. Jay rolls off the rim, no good. Bellevue West will slow it down. Another pass almost nearly intercepted. Bellevue West just needs to slow it down. They can take the clock under a minute. There's Jensen. Now Polacek. He gets into the paint. His layup is good. Lead up to 11, under a minute to play. Not looking good for the Westside Warriors as Benning gets to get in the paint. Kick out Stubblefield. Stubblefield rolls it in, lead back to 9. Coach Simons calls a timeout with 47.3.
Yeah, and I think the thing that they're probably going to talk about here is a press. They're going to need to press if they even want a chance to tie this game, and be curious to see what they do for a press. They'll probably go man. There are zone presses, but knowing Westside, they'll probably go man press. They're going to need a lot of steals if they want to get back into this game.
Seen crazier things in Nebraska high school basketball, but it's going to need a Christmas miracle for the Westside Warriors. Maddox Anderson and Trell Snoddy will tap on the desk. They're going to check into the game after this timeout. I mean, down by 9, 47 seconds. You don't have the ball. It's not over, Aiden, but it's going to be a long shot.
Yeah, long shot.
Both teams will head back out onto the court. Bellevue West will inbound the ball on the baseline. 47.3 remaining in this game. Looking to get ball inbounds. Garcia as Anderson trips. So easy inbound. Garcia into the paint, kick out. As the Warriors have to foul now. They're down by 9. Caleb Benning commits that foul. And here come the free throws for the T-Birds.
Yep, and this is kind of the point in the game where you get this stalemate. One team's going to foul, one team's going to not. If Westside goes down, they hit a 3, they'll foul again. If they don't, I'd probably assume they'll let this one roll down to zeros.
Free throw from Jackson. It's good. Lead is 10. .9 on the clock. As Turner will look to make the lead 11. Free throw doesn't fall. 10-point lead. 30 seconds remaining. Lofton. They're going to be tipped. CJ Mitchell, you can pick it up. And he doesn't. He didn't realize the referee called a tip.
Yep. That'll pretty much do it, I think, Zach. 25 seconds, 10-point lead, free throw line for Bellevue West. Pretty much diminishes all hope Westside had.
10-point game with 2 more free throws coming up for Jaden Jackson. First one up and good. 11-point game. Looks like the book is starting to close on this game, Aiden. 25.8, down by 11, potentially 12 if this free throw falls. And it does. Benning will get it across the half-court line. He'll get into the paint. He can't get that layup to go. And Westside's not going to foul. The game's going to come to a close. Westside drops another game. Back-to-back losses for the Westside Warriors. Lincoln Southeast on Tuesday. And now the number 2 team in the state, Bellevue West. Number 3 Westside falls up short. And they'll lose by 12, 78-66. Good game by the Bellevue West Thunderbirds.
Yeah, it really started in the second quarter when they were just hitting every 3 they shot. And I think Westside kind of really got broken down from there. In the second half, they really could not guard the paint at all. And Bellevue West just took advantage of that, and they were able to score a lot of points in the paint. It was just an unfortunate loss for Westside, but hopefully they can bounce back.
We mentioned bounce back. We'll head to the Metro Holiday Tournament, and just after Christmas, Aiden, Westside gets the 3 seed, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, in that tournament. Bellevue West 2, Miller North 1, just like the rankings go. But, that's a big tournament. You can get some momentum heading into the second half of the season. as Westside will go into the Metro Holiday Tournament. Those games will be played at Creighton Prep the 29th, 30th, and the 2nd.
Yeah, and I mean, they might see Bellevue West again in that tournament. If they can make it far, it's probable that they'll see Bellevue West again, and we'll have to see what they do, and if they see them again, it'll be interesting to see.
Thank you for all tuning in. Westside takes a loss 66-78. Happy holidays to all. And if you're looking for that Metro Holiday Tournament, it'll be on Creighton Prep's YouTube channel, Creighton Prep Media. Thank you all for tuning in. Have a great holiday season.